Hi, we're recording. It's been a while. I'm gonna get mauled by a dog, more than likely, so this is probably not gonna go exactly how I mentally picture it, but we're gonna work with it. Hi. So I can't sit properly because
Come here.
we have this
Come on.
here.
Come on.
No, not Pip. This.
Here you go.
Hi. This is Pip. This is Serenity, which is Pip's service dog. Yeah, I know, awkward silence.
Yeah.
Awkward silence. I haven't made a video in a while since we moved and lots of stuff happened. And I did an SL video before, but there's a lot of people who are no longer in my lives anymore. The joys of life changing, and I changed jobs too because of it. So yeah, it's been a while. So I decided to make a video, and we're gonna have my first guest ever, Pip. I know Pip from Second Life, and Pip is a dragon, sort of creature. I guess you would describe it as a dragon person, dragon human, humish,
It would be called like a dragonoid.
like a dragonoid. But his character is really nice. He's in a band with my character. And Pip is visiting us. So we're gonna have a video. I'm gonna upload one of Serenity here too. It's about when Pip's playing with Serenity with a ball. So I guess this video. I'm not sure what we're gonna title it. Maybe we'll title it like with service animals, service dogs. Maybe just Serenity stuff. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. So I have Pip here to tell us a little bit about service animals, dogs, companions, things like that, because Pip works with Serenity and is also Serenity's always with her. You know, you can't see this right now, but Serenity's laying on her back and her belly is all the way up. I mean, I would move the camera down, but we're on my phone, so if I do that, the position's going to be really awkward. I could try. I'm going to try it anyway.
Yeah. That's what move when you actually get it right.
Do you guys see it? I can't even. Serenity's very dark and black and blue. Kind of blue. Her coat's actually blue, but she kind of looks black. Think of it like a midnight color.
It's not that dark.
Well, yeah, she ain't like a certain person from Mugen that I won't say on my video. Pip knows who I'm talking about. Okay, that's about 3 minutes in here, and all I've been doing is yapping. So tell us, what is Serenity's job? What does she do?
Quite a few things actually. We're training for her for doing DPT, which is deep pressure therapy, and that's to help with when I have like panic attacks or high anxiety or depression. She'll push me up against something, and then my instructor wants me to teach her to either poke me or lick my ear or something. I can't stand licking. I really can't. So
I should have uploaded a video when this one was all over me.
oh jeez. Yeah.
So they're there to. So I guess what they do is they kind of distract you or tell you if you need to take something or do something. I'm guessing.
Service dogs can be for almost everything that's out there for any ailments. There's mobility dogs, hearing dogs, blind seeing eye dogs, dogs for PTSD, depression, seizures, blood sugar, bipolar. It keeps going.
And they can be any size, large or dog or small.
Oh yeah, but it's pretty much you get a dog based on what your lifestyle's like, what you need it for. If you're like allergic to dogs, probably not gonna go for that. But sometimes there's the hyperallergenic dogs. Some people go for those.
I remember in my Walmart where I worked at, yeah, now you guys know where my new job is. There was a lady there. She had a dog that the lady has liver failure. So what the dog does is she's really small. She looks like a Shih Tzu, and then her job was to inform her if she feels disorientated or something. I guess it would tell her to take her meds or something like that. And then, but it was interesting. They all have different ways of making them pet it. I wanted to have her pet it. So her way to pet it, she would run her fingers through around the eyes. So basically, they would signal the dog like you're okay to be petted. Um, is that considered a service animal or something like that, or is that considered a different kind of
Or
animal?
you mean for the liver thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could work. It's like I heard about a dog that detects cancer. So they can really do tons of things. It's just really depends on the bond that people have with their dogs and the training that they have.
What about for people who confuse it? What's the difference between someone who has a service animal? I think we heard people like pet companions or emotional animals.
ESAs, which is the emotional support animals, those can be anything. Service dogs or service animals actually consist of two things. It's just dogs or miniature horses. So mostly it's going to be just dogs. And ESAs are pretty much to like be at home and give you companionship, where service dogs help you with your disability everyday life that's specifically trained tasks to do to help you with that. And the ESAs are just trained pets.
So since Serenity is a service animal, she's not even one yet, and she's in training, right?
Yeah, she's in training.
How young do they have to be to start training?
Well, some program dogs, they actually start them at day one. But I started her work at 10 weeks when I got her.
Good luck. I mean, I got puppies, and all puppies want to do is lick your face. God bless those people then. Do not lick my face. You will be taught to be a service animal, you puppies. So, how do you, are there any specific breeds of dogs that are made for only certain types as opposed to other types? Because we got like small dogs, big dogs, and then we got some dogs that are naturally aggressive as opposed to some that aren't, or they can just all be trained from a young age to be a type of service animal.
Well, honestly, I'd have to say, like, if you're gonna go for a service animal, especially for your first one, I wouldn't go for a guardy dog like a German Shepherd or a Rottweiler or something like that. But some people do. They turn out to be nice service dogs, and
so I guess you would recommend
it really
those.
depends on the person, what their knowledge of animals and stuff. If they already know about the breed, then yeah, go for it. But it's like if it's somebody who doesn't really know much about the breed, I'd say find a trainer, especially if you want that breed.
So I guess like if you were gonna have like a German Shepherd or a pit bull, I guess it would be more recommended if you've had training or experience with service animals to work with those kind of dogs.
Or at least experience with those type of breeds.
Okay, so yeah, I guess if you've grown up with them, those are more helpful.
But there's like also the thing that there were places where they had bans on certain breeds, like even your pit bulls, for example. There are cities and stuff that even if you have a service dog, they really do not want them in that town or city.
Yeah, yeah. I think I have a friend in England that they restrict pit bulls there. Like I don't know if it's to leave the whole country or like a certain area. They just don't want that dog there.
Which is sad because some of them are really nice dogs. It's just they have bad rep.
Yeah, yeah. How do you know if I guess for people who are watching this, they may be curious. They probably don't have a dog or a miniature horse. From your experience, if they don't know what are signs that you would say, well, maybe it's something you want to look into. Maybe you might want a service dog. Maybe you don't need one. Maybe there's something going on that maybe that might be useful or helpful to you. Like, I mean, you can go from your personal experience, but maybe you get one.
The fact that it's like there's not really much emotional support that I have where I'm at. So it's like I needed something, but on top of that, I needed something that would allow me to get out of my house and out of my shell, because I was beginning to become agoraphobic. And that's not the only reason. I also have issues with my leg and a couple of other things more than just, oh, I don't want to deal with much stuff. So I did a whole bunch of research and found out that dogs could actually help out by doing trained tasks. And I tried it with one dog, and he was really good at home, but when we went out to try to do public, we had an incident where people took him away from me and ruined all his training, and I could not get him back to working in public. So I had to get a new dog to start over with.
So it can happen. Sometimes the first animal you get may not work out. They can happen.
And it kind of sucks. He's a sweet, really smart dog. But honestly, it's like at the same time, it's kind of like a blessing I got her, because she's been working very well for me.
Yeah, if only we had the videos where she like slobbered all over me, hopped all over me, poked me with her nose, jumped on me. And according to Pip, like, the dog doesn't do that to just about anybody. Is that right? I'm assuming the dog doesn't always hop on every person or anything like that.
Not usually, because usually I have friends that she cannot jump on, or she will damage them.
She's not a bad dog, but she's very affectionate. I think she loves people. I'm assuming she's very much for people. She's laying on the floor. I know it's kind of bad. I mean, I would kind of camera it in, but she's kind of laying here. Also, my kitten was here. I'll probably show you that in my next video, but my kitten kind of stands on all ends because she doesn't know what to make about a big animal. Right now. She sees me right there, but she won't come here as the doggy is laying here.
She's eating.
She's trying to make that effort. So then I guess the right method is if you guys feel like you need a companion or something to help you out. If
companion would be ESA.
ESA, yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess like something that you need help with, a dog that can help you out. I guess they would work for people who are disabled too, right? They help the disabled as well, don't they?
Well, that's what their job is to help out the disabled. That's why they're have a law of the ADA about service dogs and stuff, and it's like if they are being uncontrollable or piddle or go to the bathroom in a place, the place is allowed to actually kick you out for that.
And I think some breeds are natural workers. I think this one is it's a poodle. So I'm pretty sure some people are like, why would you have a poodle for a service animal? Why not like a golden retriever or a shepherd dog? Or a lab? And what would you tell them about? Well, what are poodles actually good for?
Well, poodles are actually a German breed for hunting, so it's still in the retriever thing. My instructor says that they're kind of from the same line as the Daniels. So I've heard about them doing herding as well, so it's like an all-around dog.
And I think they're also, you mentioned, they're very intelligent. They're very smart for their breed.
One of the things that I was looking online was seeing which were the smartest dogs, and then they had a Border Collie, and then Poodles right next to it.
Yeah, so, just because they look nice and fluffy and you see them on the walkway, they can do a lot of things more than just be pretty.
Oh, but they love being pretty.
But they do love being pretty. They love it.
Yeah, and plus they're show dogs, and they're just like, kind of, yeah, I know I look gorgeous. It's just, quit messing with my hair for so many hours.
So I guess, so this video doesn't go on forever. We'll go with, I guess, one more question. It would be, for beginners, let's say they want a service dog. What breed would you recommend? For beginners, they don't know anything about dogs, but we have no knowledge with them. What would you recommend for beginners? Try these dogs or try that one.
Well, honestly, I'm a fan of poodles, but that's not for everybody.
Would you say a poodle is a beginner breed or no?
They are extremely easy to train, especially if you go through somebody who knows how to train dogs. And honestly, if anybody who's starting with a dog, I just say find a trainer, find a breed that fits into your lifestyle. Like if you're a low activity dog or not very high activity, want to get a low activity dog. Poodles are not a low activity dog; they are high.
Right. So I guess, um,
But I move around a lot, so
yeah, I guess just do some research. I mean, if there's a dog that you specifically like, just do some research, see if that works with you, and then I guess contact like a trainer and see if that would work out, right?
yeah. Then you also have to do assessments on the puppies if you're gonna get a puppy or get an adult dog from a shelter or whatnot or rescue. I would also recommend purebreds over mixed breeds, but other people are gonna like mixed breeds over
Or
purebred.
is it expensive?
Purebreds?
Well, the whole thing to have a dog and then train them. Would you say the whole process is pricey?
Yeah, it's pricey, but it's worth it, especially if you're trying to get like it so that you have your dog, you can't, or and you have it so that the dog's gonna be like almost 100% positive the dog's gonna do what it needs to do. Unfortunately, they are dogs, so they will mess up. Like we are humans, we mess up too. And unfortunately, sometimes people will get in the way of your dog doing its task while trying to get out its attention, which can be extremely dangerous to some people.
So I guess like, be sure it's something you want to do, be committed, and expect mistakes. They're not going to be perfect right off the bat.
And also expect a bunch of stupid comments and questions and getting stopped like almost everywhere you go.
They're going to want to pet the dog, or they're going to want to ask questions.
Or ask where you can get one or buy it.
Where can I get one?
Yeah, it's like, oh, do you just like register it online? It's like, no, you don't just register it online. The registries online are all scams. And I have friends who have service dogs who register them online and swear that they are not, but they are scams.
So best bet, go in person, I guess. Go to an actual area.
Um,
Or make a phone call?
it depends, like if you need a program dog, like a pre-trained one, or like they have waiting lists for those ones, and they usually get rather expensive too. But that's for like multiple people training that dog or that the task.
Right. So then I guess,
And then you also have to have the upkeep, the vet bills, the feed, grooming expensive, uh, teeth cleaning, dental.
so it's a lot of committing. I mean, yes, it's helpful to you, but just I guess at the same time you gotta work with your dog as well.
Yeah.
Um, oh wow, so this video has been going on for a bit. Yay! So, I will try to do more videos. I wanted to do one. This is my first guest, Pip. So Pip is my very first guest out of all the guests I've ever had in my video. So I don't know, I'll see if I can get some more guests. I might be doing a planning to go to Japan, so maybe, I will probably not go to possibly next year, so I may do some questions or answers. I'm going to see if I can get some more knowledge on that. Pip might come too. We're still working on that. Maybe Pip might join us for the Japan trip. I haven't been there and I want to do it at least once in my life. So, Pip is talking to my nephew in the background. Just, they're doing some hand gestures. Like, I found something. Okay, so, okay, so then I guess we will say goodbye now, and then I will make another video again. So bye. Bye-bye, guys.